How to dress well in warm weather, part 4. Today we're focusing on one word with two different meanings that are applicable, and that is the word light. You want your clothing to be light. So, the first way we want our clothing to be light is we want it to be light in weight. And one of the nice things about clothing is it is actually measured out for you, and really good companies will let you see this when you're shopping online. In fact, when you're shopping online, you guys should be in the habit of paying attention to things like the sizing charts and the descriptions and the fabrics and materials and all that stuff. This is really good information. So, good brands, this is Buck Mason, they'll give you the breakdown of the weight, either in ounces or in grams, of what your clothing, like the weight of the material, should be. So, what we're after is anything that's 9 ounces or less is going to be in the summer weight territory. Anything that's between 9 and 11 ounces is going to be in that midweight territory. And then anything that's above that will traditionally fall within the winter weight territory. So, let's take something like cotton. Cotton can be worn in a bunch of different ways. It can be really, really heavy. Like, take a heavy corduroy like this. This is cotton. You're not wearing this in the summer. And then, same goes with a heavier weight denim shirt, even though it's 100% cotton. But you can do a lighter weight chambray shirt, which is 100% cotton. And I think that's actually the same shirt that I have on today. This is going to be much more wearable in the warm weather. And then the same goes with your trousers. Like, you can do a lightweight. In fact, you notice like this is so light that you can even see the outline of his pocket in there because there's just not as much material. So the lighter weight the material is, the more comfortable it is going to be in the summer months. Now, yes, this comes with some trade offs. One of those is going to be transparency. The other is that there's going to be a lot more wrinkling that happens. And this is why a lot of times summer weight clothing is associated with stuff that's a little bit more casual because you kind of like lean into and embrace the wrinkles. But it is something that you'll want to accept. There's going to be more drape with more weight and less so when your cloth gets lighter. And then the other light that we want to pay attention to is light in color. Darker colors are hotter. And so, especially for you guys who are in drier, more desert heat, you don't want all of that extra dry heat, all of that extra sun that's miserable to be holding on to and cooking you. You want to get away with wearing lighter colors. Whereas guys who are in tropical or subtropical humid heat have different issues that you're dealing with. And so you can get away with either more colors that are brighter or darker, but it still is going to be more beneficial both from a physical perspective, but also just from like a style and a context perspective to be wearing clothes that are lighter. So to sum it up, lighter weights and lighter colors are two details worth paying attention to if you want to up your style while still being comfortable in the warm weather months.